Greetings, I'm Marilyn McKeon, an NJPA education consultant. I'm here at Wadena-Deer Creek Elementary School with Mr. Dan Savoie, grade 3 teacher. Dan and his colleagues attended one of our sessions at NJPA called Envoy. Envoy, your personal guide to classroom management. Envoy helps increase student productivity in the classroom and develop a positive classroom environment. Not only did Dan and his colleagues attend the session, but they're part of coaching right here on site. Thank you, Dan, for taking time to allow us to do this follow-up interview so that we can hear about the student results you're seeing using Envoy in your classroom. Thank you.
Absolutely.
So Dan, what did you appreciate about attending the Envoy professional development classes and the ongoing coaching that you have right here on site?
Well, I think the biggest thing is something that we've talked about before when we had our coaching sessions, is that it's something that is, when you go to the presentation, Jackie Brinkman uses it directly. It is something that she implements into her presentation, and if you can get a bunch of teachers to follow along, then you can definitely get some students to follow along too. And then with the Envoy coaching, it's just wonderful because it's something that just reiterates time and time again that you are having that positive influence and nonverbal feedback for the students. And coaching is invaluable because you get yourself positive reinforcement, and some of us are coaches already, and we're used to doing that with athletes. I mean, we don't just accept this is good enough. This is how to get better with what we're doing.
Explain how you were able to immediately implement the Envoy gems.
Implementing these was seamless for me because I was able to implement them right away at the beginning of the year. You could go to a class in the middle of the year, like now in February, and be able to implement it because there isn't a time frame of when, because it isn't tied directly to the beginning of the year or the middle of the year. It's seamless. It's wonderful.
Teachers who implement the Envoy gems gain more than an hour of curriculum time per week. Explain your experience with this.
Absolutely. I mean, you gain more in-depth curriculum time. It's not just getting the material covered. You are actually covering it so that they actually know it, learn it, and retain it better, faster, and for a lot longer. They are able to concentrate for longer periods of time. Then you are having less times of refocusing or redirecting students. And that is such an invaluable tool to have. I mean, it's stuff that we do already, but it's just giving it a name and a deliberate approach. And that's the thing that's, I think, going back to that first question, is that it is giving a deliberate approach to stuff that we already do.
Envoy focuses on improving student productivity and enhancing a positive classroom environment. Explain your experience to us.
The climate itself is just awesome because it's building that relationship, that you build a trust that they're in a safe environment and they're ready to learn. It's a relaxed approach. You're not they're relaxed. They're able to breathe lowly. They're in that low position instead of way up here high and trying to fight or flight. You're able to get to that relaxed state, and they're able to learn easier and more efficiently.
Who implement the Envoy gems state that they leave teachers school more energized. What has your experience been on this personal energy level?
When I leave, it's as if I just started the day. It's so cool. I mean, I'm able to go home and take care of chores or whatever you need to take care of, and then get out into the woods, get out on the lake, do the things that some of us really enjoy to do. I mean, if I knitted, I'd probably knit a quilt already. I don't know. So I mean, it's cool. It is. It's just absolutely cool to have this energy, and it's contagious. It's infectious. It's wonderful. So I think it's an invaluable tool that you just need to do. It's invaluable. It's awesome.
What would you like to say to colleagues watching this interview about your experience with Envoy Nonverbal Classroom Management?
You need to go. It's again, like I said before, it's invaluable. It's incredible. Going back to Jackie Brinkman, the person who presented, she did such an incredible job of emulating what she wants to see in us in a classroom with a room full of teachers. And again, going back to that, I mean, if it works there, it can work anywhere. So it's wonderful.
Now let's take a peek into Mr. Dan Savoie's classroom and watch him with his students in action.
I want you to take a moment and think, okay? Think about the simple machines that you have seen at your house, at the barn, in the gym. Ah, yes, ma'am. A what? Scavenger hunt for. Okay. Now, our science review is going to be simple machines. Team 1, Team 2, Team 3, Team 4. Go ahead.
I'm Mr. Rutt from Wadena-Deer Elementary, and we learned about Envoy last summer. I knew that a few of my teachers were looking for some help with some classroom management, so I felt that was going to be right in their wheelhouse. They all went to it in August of 2014, and they came back very excited. We had 4 at the first training, and some of that ongoing coaching that has happened through NJPA has really helped them become very good at implementing the Envoy gems. I think they would tell you that they've gotten quite a bit more instruction with their students. They've gone home a lot less tired, more energized by what they're able to get get through to students during their instructional day. And I think other positive things we've seen are some of the interesting, or the interest that other staff have learned from them too. They share a lot of what they've learned with their colleagues, and I think we have another dozen that are going to be looking into getting some more training this coming spring and then over the summer. So I think just that how positive they feel about their teaching now has spread to some of the others, and our kids are benefiting from it.